Hello everyone, welcome back to Playlist Pop. My name is Edward, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the song Infinity by One Direction along with their unreleased music video for Infinity. So Infinity is a 4-track from One Direction's 5th studio album, Made in the AM, released on November 13, 2015. It was the last album before they went on hiatus, and also the only album in their discography where Zayn wasn't present since he had separated from the group to start his solo career, which was announced earlier that year on March 25th, 2015, sharing the news he was going solo and that Niall, Harry, Liam, and Louis would still continue performing and doing their world tour along with working on their 5th album due later that year. It was on September 22nd One Direction announced the name of their 5th studio album, revealing the artwork and release date on Twitter and on Instagram, which fans could pre-order the album. And not only did they instantly get the first single, Drag Me Down, but also Infinity, which was the first promotional single for the album. And during a Made in the AM track by track commentary the guys did talking about each song on the album, Louis described the song as an epic banger, while Harry has said it's one of the best songs they have. It's like a moment that says a lot and that he's glad it made it on the album. The song was written by Julian Benetta, Jamie Scott, and John the Blind, and it was produced by Julian Benetta and John the Blind. It's one of the songs from the album that One Direction didn't write or compose, and their first performance of Infinity was on BBC Radio 1 Live Lounge. And a fun fact you may not know is that we actually got some lyrics of Infinity without even knowing it was of that song at the time. One of the songwriters, Julian Benetta, he tweeted some of the lyrics on June 24th when someone tweeted him, "Tweet me something to make my senior quote," and his response was, "How many nights does it take to count the stars?" So after the success of the second single, Perfect, peaking at number 10 on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts, which it seemed the new single would be Infinity, because when you look at their first performance on BBC Radio, in the description down below it is saying that Infinity is their new single, but of course at that time we still had no confirmation it was a new single, but it seemed like it was leading up to that song being the new single. From November 4th to 6th, One Direction had begun sharing snippets of the song from the album with track by track clips of their commentary from Made in the AM talking about the songs that were shared, and it was on the 6th that History was released on iTunes and Spotify, which talks about the history between them, their fans, the management, the crew, and pretty much the history during the 5 years. Then the last few days before the album, from November 9th to 11th, they released a song leading up to the album's release November 13th, which the songs were End of the Day, Love You Goodbye, and What a Feeling. So after the album's release on November 13th, on November 26th, Liam had tweeted Infinity would be the 3rd official single, which left some fans unhappy and even tweeting saying Infinity was a terrible choice and that the album had better choices to pick. So of course around this time there were rumors that One Direction was breaking up, and on November 18th, when asked during an interview the group did with ET, the response that they gave was they were only taking a break. So because of the reaction, on December 14th, the day after their final performance as a group, singing their songs Infinity and History on X Factor's season finale on Sunday, December 13th, which that same night they posted a video on their Facebook thanking their fans for an amazing 5 years. So the day after, on Monday, December 14th, they had announced on Twitter because of the reaction History got, they decided to change the single and make History the 3rd and final single instead, which fans were very pleased about. And something to know about this time, there were already rumors that they had filmed already a video for Infinity, but there was no confirmation as to these rumors being true. And when it was announced that History was going to be the 3rd single instead, some fans were wondering exactly what happened to Infinity. And it wasn't until the next year, on January 6, 2016, that we got confirmation that they did film something for Infinity, because there were leaks going around. So the footage of the guys that was leaked, they were on a set. We could hear the background as to what they were lip syncing to, which was Infinity, so obviously it was the music video for Infinity, along with some photos of them on set, which you can see they were filming in front of a backdrop that featured fan art. So of course a few days later, on January 26th, the music video for History was released, which showed just how far they have come going back back through past memories in black and white footage from their X Factor days, behind the scene moments, and moments performing for their fans. The video had 3 directors, which were Ben Winston, Calvin Orton, and Gabe Turner, which Ben and Gabe had worked with the guys in previous music videos, and Calvin was the band's photographer for 4 years. As for the unreleased Infinity video, well, the hairstylist for One Direction, Lou Teasdale, on One Direction's 6th anniversary, July 23rd, 2016, she had posted a photo of Harry with her baby daughter on set of the Infinity music video, which in this photo we can see the wall better of the fan art that they had used for the video, but that was pretty much the last thing I could find that had any connection to the Infinity music video in terms of showing actual proof that something was filmed for the song. So in 2020, as it was getting closer to their 10-year anniversary, fans were suspecting that One Direction would finally release the video to celebrate 10 years, and when the day had arrived, July 23rd, besides tweets from Harry, Niall, Louis, and Liam reflecting and giving thanks on Twitter, that was about it until the next day on July 24th, when the official One Direction account tweeted a link with a redesigned website with photos and more to celebrate, but we ended up not getting no Infinity music video or anything of the sort. There was also even a fake screenshot going around a few days later of someone showing that they watched the video and that it had leaked, but it turns out it was only fake. When I saw that screenshot, I was like, wait, did it really come out? Did it really leak? Because I was looking for it thinking, wait, maybe it did leak. Of course, I was reading comments and so through the search of finding out if this leaked or not, and turns out that screenshot was fake. So I did end up finding this post on September 26, 2021 on forums.lostmediawiki.com from a user named Emo Queen, who shared a TikTok link they found, which sadly doesn't work, but they did explain what they watched in the video, which they said there were some videos on TikTok from fans who attended a 1D themed club night in the UK. Apparently someone had the full music video on their phone and was showing other attendees. So I don't know if to believe this or not, just like that fake screenshot. Maybe this is just like some rumor starting of someone just trolling. I'm pretty sure it would have leaked somehow at this point if someone did have it. So that's why I think it is fake. As for the concept of the video, I'm thinking the video would have just been just like history, just going back through past memories. And you know how they were in the backdrop, you saw all the fan art all together into one piece, which I thought was really cool. I love the idea because I can't really think of anything else the video would have been about. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think one day One Direction will release the Infinity music video? And do you think the video was ever actually completed? And do you think that rumor is true that somebody does in fact have the full music video, especially at that event? You could share it down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later.